confer.
I also
Is-
have another case,
Is Ms.
Judge.
Ms. Rodriguez here?
Yes, Your Honor. She's on Zoom. Can you say something, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Press.
Lawyer.
Judge, I also have another case on
Which one's
page
that
4.
one?
658316 on page 4, Elijah Lavelle. Can I also speak?
58316
Elijah Lavelle on page 4.
is Elijah Lavelle present.
I'm here, Judge.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, you can confer on both of these, Mr. Montoya.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, thank you.
Confer, he said.
615522 State versus Jamel Davis.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kelly Fernandez appearing on behalf of Stacy Krause.
Okay, what is your name again?
Kelly Fernandez.
Ms. Fernandez. I'm not understanding your first name. What is it?
Kelly.
How do I,
It is Kelly, like the old Kelly Air Force Base.
how do I put like everybody on, Kevin?
Linda, you're not muted.
Okay. Jamel Davis. Is
Yes.
Jamel Davis present?
I don't believe that he is. He has a warrant out on another case.
Right.
We have tried to tell him about the court date, but we just don't have contact with him at this time.
All right, well, as of right now, he's a failure to appear.
Yes, Your Honor.
There will be a warrant issued if he doesn't check in within 1 week.
Okay, thank you, Your
Do
Honor.
you have anything else, ma'am?
No, that was it.
All right, then you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
619036 State versus Daniel Ibanez. Attorney Brittany Sparks.
Good morning, Judge. Ivan Barrera here. I'm the attorney of record on this case.
Okay. Pencil that in. How are you this morning, Ivan? And is Daniel Ibanez present? Daniel Ibanez. Daniel Ibanez is marked absent. Mr. Barrera, you have other cases?
Yes, Judge. On page 2, cause number 636936.
636. I see it as 636396.
My apologies, Judge. Yes. Michael Pilcher.
Michael Pilcher, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I am here.
Good morning, Mr. Pilcher.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Ivan, you're gonna confer on him?
Yes, Judge. And then the next one, Judge, it's 2 down, 640443.
640443. State versus Bridget Bailey.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Miss Bailey.
Good morning.
And I'm conferring on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, so you
And then
got two.
and then I got 2 more, Judge, on page 4. Cause number 654010.
Hold on. 654010. Foley. State versus Rafus Foley. Mr. Foley, are you present?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Foley.
And
Okay.
I am conferring on this case, Judge. And then the last one is right immediately under it, 654140.
654140. State versus Niamul Islam. Is Niamul Islam present? Niamul Islam? Marked absent, Mr. Barrera.
Yes, Judge, I'll get in contact with Mr. Ibanez and Mr. Islam to log on. For the time being, Judge, may the clients that did announce, Foley, Ms. Bridget Bailey, and Mr. Pilcher, may they be excused?
Mr. Hold on, I messed up here on something.
That's on page 2, Your Honor.
Yeah, but I'll get a mark, instead of Montoya, I marked Trevino. Okay. Back to page 2. All right, Mr. Bailey. Bridget Bailey, Miss Bailey,
Yes, sir.
you're excused.
Thank
Your
you,
attorney
Judge.
will be doing some work. Stay in touch with your attorney.
Yes, sir.
All right, which other one? That was Pilcher.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pilcher, you're excused. Your attorney will be doing some work for you. Stay in
Thank-
touch.
Thank you, sir.
Is that it, Ivan, as far as?
And Mr. Foley,
Which one's that one, the case number?
it's 654010.
Page 4.
I'm sorry, but my docket is very lightly printed. 654. Mr. Foley, okay, Mr. Foley, you're also excused, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're quite welcome. You take care and stay in touch with your attorney.
Will do.
All right, back to the regular docket.
So I had called Best Buy about 15.
Pardon me?
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right. 623956, State versus Thomas Hernandez, attorney Angela Blake.
I'm present, Your Honor. It's going to be a plea. I've got 4 pleas today.
Hey, Lauren.
My client is supposed to be joining.
All right, so this is a 4 pleas in my court or different?
Yes.
Ivan Barrera.
All right.
I just want to remind you that you do need
Do you have your paperwork done?
Yeah, I'm on
Yes,
it right
they all should be in.
Okay, you're on it.
Very
I
good.
will let him know.
now. Awesome. Thank
Hello?
you.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
627799, State versus, I'm sorry, Angela, what are the other cases?
The other cases in order 628882, Jory Knight.
628882, okay, that's right here also. And Mr. Knight, are you present? Jory Knight?
I've texted him, Your Honor. So
I don't hear anything. How about
the next
Thomas
person
Hernandez?
is here. I'm sorry.
Thomas Hernandez, did you answer?
He's supposed to be joining right now, so I could let the court know when he's there.
Let me know. The other 2, Angela?
The next one is 647824 and 825, Gerardo Longoria. He is present.
Okay. Good morning, Gerardo.
Good morning, sir.
And I've got you marked for plea. Okay, is that it? Yes.
One more.
I thought
Six.
that was, you had 4.
That was the third one, Mr. Longoria. So the fourth one is Edward Sanchez, 651535.
651. 535, State versus Edward Sanchez. Mr. Edward Sanchez. Edward Sanchez. You're not doing too well this morning, Angela.
No, Judge. I'll get a hold of him again.
Already.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just stand by for the pleas at the end, or?
Yes, ma'am. We'll
Okay.
try and get you as quickly as we can, as long as we get all the paperwork.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
627-799, State versus Eloisa Jimenez, attorney, Nicholas LaHood.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jimenez. And Mr. LaHood, Nicholas LaHood. No response.
I don't hear him.
All right, we'll have to stick around, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Scheduled for 1:30, 629-489, State versus Denise Henry. And that's Dave Sanchez. They'll be recalled at 1:30, or at least staff, we need to call them, let them know will not be able to be present. I'm in isolation for the next few days, so I cannot be there physically present.
Your Honor, this is Ashley. I spoke with Mr. Sanchez and it's we've come to an agreement on the case. So can we schedule the plea for Zoom at 1:30?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Then we will recall it at 1:30. Thank you, Ashley. 635-272, 635-273, and 274. All of them, State of Texas versus Jonathan Perez. Attorney, Carolyn Whitland.
Your Honor, Ms. Whitland's on a medical leave. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I'm not aware.
She was in a really bad accident over Thanksgiving. But she's healing and doing a lot better. Mr. Perez is signed in. I can confer with the DA if Mr. Perez, he's got some other cases pending in felony courts. So I don't know how much they're going to want to do on these until those are resolved.
Are you gonna, what do you want to confer with them or what? I don't know.
I'll confer with them.
Okay, I'm gonna mark you for conferring. Robbie, would you give Ms. Whitland my regards? Tell her I wish her a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
You're quite welcome. 639-286, State versus Paul Davila.
Kelly just texted me, honey. Yeah. He said it. I'm supposed to be on at 9:45.
Hello.
Elizabeth, you need to mute yourself, ma'am. Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm here.
Paul
Fernando
Davila?
Ramos is my attorney.
You are correct. Fernando Ramos. Paul Davila, mark you present.
Thank you.
Fernando Ramos. Fernando Ramos.
I think you had a busy morning.
Pardon me?
I think you had a busy morning. He might be in another court.
Okay, well, we don't know about that right now, but we'll have to wait for him.
I'll be here.
Thank you, sir. 639-427, State versus Javier Morales, attorney, Armando Roman. Javier Morales, marked absent. Armando Roman, no response. 641-299, State versus Manuel Garza, attorney, Jeffrey Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Present, Mr. Manuel Garza is present here on the Zoom. He has 3 cases on your docket this morning, Your Honor. We'd like to be put in the conferring line.
All right, sir. You will be in line to confer. Thank you.
Your Honor, would you like the other cases just to mark on your docket, or?
I'm sorry?
He has 3 cases on your docket. I don't know if you want to.
I think, are they separately marked? Because I've got here 651-494 and 673-583.
That's all of them, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're all listed in one. Thank you, sir. 644-219, State versus Conward Simmons, and the attorney is Matthew Brown. Conward Simmons, absent. Matthew Brown, attorney, no response. On page 3 now. 645-338, State versus Jarvion Williams, attorney, Nathan Slamane. Jarvion Williams. It shows he's on pretrial diversion, but I'll have to mark him absent at this point. Nathan Slamane, no response. Next two cases, Ms. Blake has answered. 649-200, State versus Hunter Neely. That's Ernest Acevedo III. Hunter Neely.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Neely.
Good morning to you.
And your attorney, Ernest Acevedo III?
He should be on, but I'll call.
I agree. I agree that he should be on. I'm marking him no response at this point.
Okay.
Case number 651-214, State versus Stephen Garcia, attorney Brian Powers.
Good morning, Judge. We're both present and we are set for a plea this morning.
I see it's on case number 651-214 only. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. The felony prosecutors, once this case is pled, is going to be dismissing and tendering dismissals to you for the other cases.
Very good. Do you have all your paperwork done on this?
You know, Judge, I think we had to redo the paperwork. So can I go into a breakout room with Mr. Garcia and get that done?
Staff, Linda, are you handling this today or somebody else doing it?
I'm handling it in.
Okay. Would you place these two people in, he and his client in breakout? That is Mr. Powers and Mr. Garcia.
Yes, once we're done with the docket, I will go ahead and put him in a breakout room.
Okay. 651-964, State versus Lydia Ontiveros, and that is Isidro Montoya.
Good morning, Judge. That's Lily Rodriguez. I'm waiting in line to speak to the confront with the DA.
All right, sir. You are in line. Is Ms. Ontiveros present?
Yes, Judge. She's right now. She's on 1 plus Nord and 200.
Okay. I see her. All right.
Judge, thank you.
Pardon me?
Can I excuse my clients so I can confront with the DA? Can they be excused?
Ms. Ontiveros, your attorney will be working for you and we're going to excuse you. You're free for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Judge, because she has some health issues. And Mr. Lavelle, can he be excused also, Judge?
Who?
Lavelle?
Yes, sir. He did respond, right?
Yes, Judge, he's right there.
All right. Cases number 652-766 and 767. State versus Kenneth Paul Perez, attorney. Suzanne Kramer. Kenneth Paul Perez. Absent. Suzanne Kramer, no response at this time. 653-520, State versus Ricardo Gutierrez, attorney. James Hunt.
I am here, Your Honor. James Hunt said he had a lot of cases, so I'm hoping he returns shortly.
All right, I'm marking that he'll be late here. Thank you, sir. 653-890, State versus Damon Thomas, attorney. John Bunk. Charles Bunk. Damon Thomas. Once again, Damon Thomas is absent. Charles Bunk.
Real quick, Judge. Miss Linda, can you check the chat from me, please?
Excuse me, Judge.
Okay. All right. 659-404, State versus Gerardo Garcia. And that is Raul Trevino.
Judge, I'm present for him as well, Judge. We're here. Just to let you know, Judge, obviously I'm isolating at the house right now, waiting on a result of a test coming back. But we have conferred with the state on this, Judge. I think we're close to an agreement. I think if you want to, on the next setting, I think we'll be ready to dispose of this case.
Is there a reason why you're not ready now?
Yeah, Judge, I need to go over a couple of things with my client prior, and I can't really, like I said, I'm isolating here at the house, Judge. There's no way to do the paperwork right from here, and
All right.
and like I said, there's a couple of things I want to tweak with the DAs, but I think we'll be ready on the next setting.
Reset for disposition.
Your Honor.
We'll give you 30 days.
Thank you, Judge. We may be excused.
You are excused, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
And your client, of course.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
Honor,
Hello.
this is Robbie Ward.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashley let me know that the felony prosecutors have said they don't want to do anything with these cases until they decided what they're going to do on the felony cases. He's set February 7th, I believe, on the felonies.
Give me back to the case number we're talking about. That's the Whitman cases.
Second page,
Say again.
now I've lost my place. It's the second page, Jonathan.
Yeah. Carolyn's cases we're talking about?
Yes,
Okay, you say February 7th?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna reset you then, or reset Carolyn and her client for February 7th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too, Your Honor.
Six 660-083, State versus Brandon Diaz, attorney, Abel Dominguez.
Yes, Your Honor, I am here for Mr. I am here. I did not see Mr. Diaz in the chat, though I did send him the link. We are set for a plea today. So if the court will allow me, I will
You want to track him down and produce him? You better. All right. Do you have all your paperwork done? Abel?
Judge, I think he dropped out at the meeting.
660-874, State versus Dominique Campos, attorney, Travis Kettner.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am well. How about
Morning,
you?
Judge. I'm doing fine. There's my client, Your Honor. Could we go to get in line with the prosecutors? I think they were going to try to track down the victim on this case.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You are online to confer.
Thank you.
Thank you. 660-909, State versus Christy Garcia, attorney, Julia Hernandez. Christy Garcia.
I'm here.
Good morning, Ms. Garcia.
Good morning, sir.
Julia Hernandez. No response. Stick around, wait for her.
Judge,
Ready to
this
speak?
This case is number 664-179, 664-180. State versus Moses Arredondo, attorney, Fernando Ramos.
Present, Judge, and I see Moses' phone somewhere. I saw him earlier. There he is, right there. Judge, I also have another case on page 2.
Yes, I know.
639-286. I was waiting in the outside room, waiting to get in, and nobody.
Give me that other case, Fernando.
639-286. 6 from the top for Daniel.
Yeah. Davila answered on time.
Right, Judge. We like to confer on all 3 of those cases.
I've got you marked to confer on them.
Thank you, Judge.
666054, State versus Elizabeth Russon, and attorney is Kelly Piddle. Elizabeth Russon. Mark
Your
absent.
Honor, Your Honor, I'm here.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
And your attorney, Kelly Piddle, I'm marking him no response at this time.
Yes, he texted me this morning that he would be on at 45 after.
All right, so he'll be running late.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you,
Judge,
ma'am.
Able to Mingus, I apologize. My phone lost signal. But I am here in regards to Brandon Diaz. It was a 660083. I was announcing, and then I got cut off.
660083. There it is. Yeah, I have you marked present. What do you want to do? This is supposed to be a plea, right?
It is supposed to be a plea. I did not see Mr. Diaz, and I don't think he announced.
I know he did not.
Okay,
Hello.
so with the court's permission, I will excuse myself and try to get a hold of him to get him on as soon as I can.
Very good.
I thank you, Judge.
Do you have all your paperwork ready for the plea?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. It's been turning in for quite some time.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we'll be waiting for you.
Okay, Judge.
Cases number 666737 and 738. State versus DeBeer Crochet. Attorney Joseph Lassen.
I'm here, Your Honor. My client, I see him on the Zoom. We are taking a plea today and the paperwork has been in for a while.
I remember it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
667631. State versus Harold Reese, I'm sorry. And attorney is Jose Rocha.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Rocha here.
Good morning, Mr. Rocha.
I don't know if my client is there, but we've had a lot of problems with communication since the beginning. In fact, the last hearing, he actually was there in person, so I don't know if he's in the courtroom.
Deputy Grabowski.
Judge, she had to step away for a minute, but she did say that there was no one in the courtroom.
I was going to say, I don't see anybody. All right, as of right now, Mr. Reese is marked absent. Mr. Rocha will have to see if he shows up, or you might try and track him down.
I will do so, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. 670273. State versus Cindy De Leon. Attorney Eric Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. De Leon is present on Zoom. We have reached an agreement with the state. I just need to speak to Ms. Haas about getting the obstruction paperwork ready to go.
Very good. And it shall be so. 675025, 675026. State versus Jamie Christie. Attorney, no attorney. Ms. Christie?
Yes, sir.
All right, you are present. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Have you hired an attorney?
No, sir. I requested a court attorney, but I hadn't received any calls or anything like that. I was just told about the court date.
We'll have to find out whether you have qualified or not, or whether you have to reapply.
Okay.
Stick around, please.
Yes, sir.
675056. State versus William Johnson Jr. Attorney George Schaefer. William Johnson Jr. is absent. And George Schaefer, attorney, no response. Last but not least, 675079. Listed as a fugitive, Susana Rodriguez, attorney, Cecil Bain.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present. I think actually she is attempting to log on. It's listed as a fugitive apparently because there's a recent MTR that we have not got, a felony MTR that we haven't gotten a copy of. So if she logs on, I wonder if we could get a short reset to try to find out what's going on.
I can recall you in 1 week. How's that?
That'll be great, Judge.
Okay.
And I've talked to her this morning. I know she was having some difficulty logging on.
Okay, well, if you talk to her, that means you know where she's at, can be produced. All
Yes,
right,
Your Honor.
we're going to recall it in 1 week, Linda. Thank you. All right, that's the docket for this morning, folks.
Got it.
Anybody,
Thank you, Judge.
anybody missed the call that wants to be listed as present that I marked as absent?
I do,
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, who's speaking?
I am, Your
Thomas
Honor.
Hernandez.
Thomas, I'm
Okay,
trying to speak to my client.
Angela Blake, what you got?
Thomas Hernandez, 623-956. He's one of my
623.
pleas.
Hold on, Angela, give me
Sorry.
a second.
623-956.
Thomas Hernandez
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
is now marked present. Very good,
And we are ready for our plea. That was a quick JSEP.
very good. All right, anybody else?
Yes,
Your
Judge.
Honor, oh, sorry, my name,
James Hunt,
Yes. I've got Ricardo Gutierrez,
give me a number.
653-520.
653. 520. Ricardo Gutierrez, James Hunt is now present.
Yes,
Mr.
Judge.
Gutierrez answered already.
He would like to set that for trial.
All right. Linda, set up for trial, please.
Okay, Judge.
Anybody else?
Your Honor, my name is Javier Morales. I'm here.
Javier Morales. Do you happen to know your case number?
No, Your Honor.
Let me look. I don't recall that. Let's see.
Attorney Romando is my attorney.
Armando Roman?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Case number is 639-427.
639. Six 427. Javier Morales is now present.
And
Try
Judge,
to be on time in the future, okay?
Oh, I've been here the whole time, Your Honor. I'm sorry. For some reason, I just didn't hear you call me.
Well, I called it. Mr. Roman is not here, so at this time, stick around and we'll wait for him.
Okay, sir.
All right. Next,
Judge Kelly McGinnis, I'm here for Charles Bunk on Damone Wyatt. It's 653-890.
653-890. How are you, Kelly?
I'm good, Judge. How are you?
So far, I'm a little bit of isolation. 653-890. Damon Thomas did not
Yes.
answer.
And Judge, he wasn't in there?
No.
Okay. He has a felony pending. Let me see if I can get him to log on. His felony is set on February 15th. But
February
see if I can
16th.
get him. February
Yeah.
15th, set for trial in the 187.
He's got to answer here, though.
Okay, I'm gonna have him log on, Judge. I'm gonna try to get a hold of him. I don't know what happened.
Very good, Kelly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Next,
Judge Acevedo here. I was just announcing on Hunter Neely.
Mr. Acevedo.
We have a plea on that case. His case number is 649-200. We're waiting on paperwork.
649. Six, 449.
649-200.
200. Gotcha. Your client is here.
Yes, sir.
And now you are, and it is set for plea. Do you have the paperwork done yet, or are you working on it?
No, we're working on the paperwork right now.
All right. Well, whenever it's ready, we'll accommodate you. Thank you.
Judge.
Who else?
Judge Ivan Barrera here. One of my clients showed up that didn't announce in the morning. It's on page 4. 654-140.
654. And that is Islam. Niamul Islam. Yes. Okay. He is now present. I saw
I am
him
here.
on there.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're supposed to be here at 9, sir. Just a reminder.
I was here, logged in. I'm not sure if I heard you or not, sir. Sorry about that.
Okie dokie. All right. Next.
Your Honor,
And if I
Jeffrey
can-
Martinez on page 2, 641-299.
642.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, 641-299. So we're the bottom of page 2.
641-299. Jeffrey Martinez. Both of you answered.
We did, Your Honor, here to confer. Normally we could put it in another room. Just want to make sure we're in the right spot. Still in the main room. Haven't gotten assigned to a breakout room yet.
Okay, Ms. Flores, are you gonna assign them to breakout, please?
Yes, I was just waiting for the docket to be completed and then I'm gonna start putting everybody in breakout rooms.
All right, let's do that now.
George, I got a question. You haven't called my name, Mario Mencia.
I think, well, I know that I called your name before. All right. Do you know your case number by any chance?
No,
Okay, let's see.
Jorge or still.
It's Mario Mencia Huerta. And
Correct.
your attorney is Jorge Aristotelidis.
Yes, sir.
I called your name and I called Jorge. Jorge has not answered, nor had you. Now you are present.
Yes,
But
sir.
you were late. Mr. Do you officially refer to yourself as Mencia? It's not Mencia Huerto?
Yeah. Mencia.
Yeah, which?
Mencia, that'll work.
Okay, so you go by Alberto Mencia.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Not Mario Mencia Huerto. Which one is it?
Oh, Alberto Mencia. It's just I had two names. Mario Alberto.
All right. I'll make a note of that so we can work with you on those. And give Mr. Aristotelidis a call. Let him know he's supposed to be here. Who
Okay.
else?
Got another update, Judge Angela Blake.
Angela?
On 628-882,
Yes.
Jory Knight is now present. And we're ready for our plea.
All right. I will mark him present. And you're ready for plea. All righty. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Who else?
Judge, we spoke earlier this morning, Kelly Fernandez for Stacey Krause. We were able to get a hold of Jamel Davis. He is here in the courtroom on Zoom.
Okay. What's the case number?
The case number is, give me one second, is 615522.
615. That's on the first page. 615522.
Yes.
Now, the gentleman is also listed as a fugitive. That means he's got a warrant, so y'all need to attend to that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis?
Yes, sir.
All right. Be aware that you're supposed to be here at 9. You also have a warrant at this time, so Ms. Kelly Fernandez is here for Stacey Krause. They're going to be looking into that. Stick around.
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
All right. Next.
Judge, I'm sorry, if you could put us in line to confer, that would be great.
Okay. Ms. Fernandez wants to confer. And I will just put you in line. Thank you.
Linda, this is Brian Powers. Did you get my message about the paperwork?
Yes, as soon as I get everybody, I'm gonna start looking and making sure that everything is in there.
Okay, and we don't need a breakout room. We just, as soon as the paperwork, we'll sign it.
Okay.
All right. Who else needs to report?
Good morning, Your Honor. Tom Kaiser, Your Honor. I'm not on your docket, and I don't mind waiting until the end of your docket. I have a matter that I wanted to talk with you about regarding a warrant for my client's arrest. So I'll be patient, and maybe you, I'd ask you maybe circle back.
What's the case number, Tom?
673-931. It involves, Your Honor, this is a recent arrest. It involves the installation of ignition interlock. The interlock was.
Tom, hold off a little bit.
I will.
We'll get back.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, who else has to report on the docket?
Quick question.
Judge George Schaefer.
Judge, with the trial settings, do I get noticed by email or do I wait for a setting?
Mr. Hunt, which case number?
653-520.
653. Okay, on Mr. Gutierrez, that's set for trial. You'll get notice.
Okay, maybe we be excused. Thank you.
Yes, sir. George Schaefer.
Judge, I'm here on a William Johnson. He has a felony pending, so we would like to see if we could get his case reset.
Okay.
His
Mr.
case
Schaefer-
number,
Mr. Schaefer is absent. I'm not going to reset him unless he reports.
you mean Mr. Johnson?
I'm sorry. Mr. Schaefer was absent, but now you're present. Mr. Johnson, your client, has not answered the docket.
Judge, let me do this. Let me get a hold of him because I did speak with him yesterday and I do anticipate him being here.
All right, get him to report, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next attorney.
This is Ashley. Linda, when you get the chance, can you make me co-host so I can start conferring? Please, thank you.
Linda, you're muted.
I thought I did, Ashley. Let me do it again.
All right, next attorney to report. Very good. All attorneys have reported. Linda, let's start the conferring. The first one should be Isidro Montoya.
Yes, I've already started putting people in breakout rooms.
Okay. After him would be who do you have a second?
Ivan Barrera. And I've already put, I think, Mr. Montoya, I've already put Ivan. I've
Right,
already started
Ivan.
down the list.
Okay, Ivan Barrera has several cases.
Yes.
Then we should have
I have
Kelly
Fernando
McGinnis.
Ramos.
Did Kelly McGinnis,
I'm gonna, I have.
I'm
Kelly
sorry, did
Fernandez.
Robbie Ward confirm?
No, you reset it for February the 7th because of the felony cases.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Then we have, then we should have Isidro, I'm sorry, Jeffrey Martinez.
Yes.
Very good. All right, well, we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay. Court will be in
Your Honor?
recess. Yes.
Eric Hernandez, you can take me out of the list for conferring. I conferred with Ms. Haas over the chat, and she's going to be generating the paperwork for me. So I don't need to be lined up to confer with her. I'm sure she's pretty busy this morning.
Which is your case number?
670-273, page 6. Top third of the page.
Thank you. You're very helpful.
I try to be.
670. Eric Hernandez. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
It's going to be a plea, you said?
It's going to be a plea, but I don't need to confer with Ms. Haas. Like I said, we exchange information over the chat.
All right. So you're going to do the paperwork only at this point. All right. As soon as we get you guys ready, I'll be happy to handle the pleas. Or be in recess.
Hey, Linda, are you there?
Yes, no, I need to make you co-host. I know, I did it.
I was able to get into a breakout room and then now I came back and I'm
Yeah,
not co-host
for
anymore.
some reason, I didn't do it right. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I know you're learning.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, make co-host. Do you want to make Ashley the co-host of this meeting? Yes. Okay, got you. Yes.
Ms. Flores, this is Isidro Montoya. Can I report back to the judge?
Yes, he just stepped away for a minute and he'll be right back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ashley, did it work?
I think so. I'm not able to see the breakout rooms though.
Do you want me to try it again? I can try it again. No. Should I have you as co-host?
That's weird because I can admit people from the waiting room, which Kelly Piddle's in there right now.
Did you go to your more?
I don't have an option for more though, because that's normally where I have to go for the breakout rooms.
You have no button that says breakout rooms?
Mm-mm.
That's weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, I guess Linda will then just probably have to put you room by room. So just let her know when you're done and she'll just move you to the next one.
Yeah, well, if you can put me in the second room.
Okay.
Second room. Okay. Ashley, join.
Oh, wait, I think okay, join breakout room.
Okay, so they're gonna pull those files. Let me check those.
You got me.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Keep forgetting.
Is the coordinator available? Coordinator?
All right, anybody have to report?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I report Isidro Montoya?
Yes, sir, Mr. Montoya.
I have two cases, Judge, of two defendants. The first one is Lydia Ontiveros, first page, 597288. She's got three other cases. I spoke with Ashley, and she's going to send me a plea offer for a JSAT. Just going to be waiting for that offer.
This is on,
Lydia Ontiveros.
okay. Mr. Montoya, I'm going to recuse myself from that case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, we're gonna have to reassign it somewhere else. I had a member of her family contact me and talk to me about the facts of this case before I realized what we were doing, or that she was a client. I shouldn't say a client, a person in my court. And that constituted an ex parte that puts me in a position where I have to recuse.
I wasn't aware, Judge. Okay, that'll be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, now which case is this?
The one, Ms. Ontiveros,
Yeah.
Lydia, it is 597288 on page 1. She has three other cases.
597. There it is. Okay. Linda,
I got it, Judge. I will be transferring it to another court.
Thank you, Judge. And the other one, Your Honor, is 658316 on page 4. I spoke with Ashley, and she's going to send me an email with an offer.
658.
658316 on page 4.
And that is Lavelle.
Yes, sir. And he was there. He was present this morning.
So what does that mean? She's going to send you an offer. We're
With
looking
a-
for,
But so we're going to take a plea, Judge.
okay. Is that going to be today?
No, Your Honor, she's going to email it to me sometime later on this week.
Okay, reset for plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll probably give you about 30 days then.
That's fine, Judge. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have a blessed day.
You too. Take care. How many pleas are we ready for? Anybody know?
At 3, Judge.
We have 3 we're ready for?
This is Attorney Angela Blake.
Okay, we got yours.
And then Your Honor, Joseph Lassen.
Hold on, just give me a moment here, guys. Mr. Lassen.
You asked, Your Honor, about it's the beer Trotcher. The case number is 66. I'm just sorry, there's 2 cases. 666, 737, and 738. You asked who is ready for a plea. Just reporting.
I'm looking for those files to make sure that we have all the paperwork. So give me some time on that.
No problem. Thank you.
Judge,
Hello.
there are two people that are logged on iPhones. And I wanted to see if Mr. Johnson was one of those two people.
Mr. Johnson, are you present? Mr. Johnson? Doesn't sound like it.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yo,
This Jamel Davis. I'm on the iPhone.
okay. Jamal Davis,
Yes.
did you answer earlier or are you answering late?
Well, I had got a call that said that I had court today. Well, that I had warrants. I didn't know about it. I didn't get in touch with my lawyer. My lawyer didn't get in touch with me.
Okay, I have you as present.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Kelly Fernandez was here for Stacy Kraus.
Yes.
She is conferring, or she will confer, so stick around.
Yes, sir.
You do have a warrant for your arrest, but we'll, that'll have to be looked into.
Okay, no problem.
All righty. Ms. Blake,
Yes, Judge.
did you ever find Edward Sanchez?
I have not. But I'm ready on my other three.
Okay.
Angela,
Yes, ma'am.
hey, Thomas Hernandez, do you know if Patty ever sent you the plea packet?
Yeah, everything's been signed off on. It's for a JSAT.
It's for a JSAT. I don't have the plea packet. Do you know when you might have done it on Thomas Hernandez?
It would have been on the last time we were here.
And on also on Jory Knight, if you can tell me on him. No.
So you have no paperwork on either one of those?
No, not the plea packets. That's why I was wondering if you could tell me when they were done so I could look somewhere else for it quick.
I don't have any.
No,
I filled mine out on the 1st.
the first of
This month.
December of January. Okay, give me a second.
I approach you, Honor, Fernando Ramos.
Give me a moment.
Yes, sir.
Linda, on Jory Knight, the paperwork has all been signed.
Okay.
I found it.
Can you tell me when by chance?
December 14th.
December 14th on Jury Night. And what about on Thomas Hernandez? Anything on that one?
Let me see if I can find that.
Okay, let me go and find out on Jury Night. Give me a second.
Judge Longoria, this is your bailiff, Michelle Grabowski, here in the courtroom. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I had to step out to the 437th for the state was requesting my presence for a sentencing. I just walked in. There is a defendant here by the name of Reese, page 6. And
Hold on. Give me a moment.
yes, sir. Is Linda in person back there?
All right. Page 6, it is whom? It is who?
Reese, 667-631. He informed me that he arrived at the courthouse at 9:45, in the courtroom at 9:45.
Harold Reese.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jose Rocha is his attorney.
Yes, sir. He's before you on the cameras, Judge.
All right. Mr. Reese,
Yes, sir.
try to get a hold of your attorney. He might have given up on you this morning.
Oh, do I wait or am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go at all.
Oh, okay.
Give him a call. Let him know that you're here at the courtroom. Ms. Acevedo,
Good morning, Judge.
are you ready on your plea?
I believe all the paperwork has been turned in. If I could just get a breakout room with my client briefly.
Absolutely. Ms. Flores, assign Rochelle Acevedo to and her client Tristan
To
Cristina.
a breakout room? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I'm gonna leave the Zoom momentarily. I'm gonna go and check on the Adobe, make sure I've got everything signed that I've got to sign for these pleas. So stick around, folks.
And Angela,
Yes.
so Patty sent you this stuff, or was it, because all I have is just the plea agreement and discovery.
For which one?
On Jory. So I'm wondering, the plea packet would have come from Patty, and I don't see that she sent that to you. So I got the stuff that says the 14th of December, but it's plea agreement and discovery, not the plea packet. And the same thing on Thomas Hernandez. I got the plea agreement on the 13th and discovery, but not the plea packet.
Okay. What do you need from me?
I need to see if I can send those to you on them. Can you call me later? And maybe we can reset these once I get the plea packets.
It's been reset so many times. I'd love to just get it over with.
Okay.
And they're both here.
Okay. All right. What is your email?
Let me chat it to you. Or do you want me to email you?
Yeah, can you? And both of your clients' emails as well.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay, thanks.
Linda, will the plea information or plea packet we submitted on December the 9th, is that still showing so that we don't need to do it again?
On,
Stephen Garcia?
I'm looking for that one still. So if it's already here, then no, you don't need to resubmit, but let me make sure.
Well, fucking.
Is that you, Fernando Ramos?
Yeah, well,
Okay, I'm still hanging on. I gotta wait till we're finished.
yeah, stay there.
Okay,
I'll talk to you later.
I gotta go to work.
Wish I could help you there, brother.
You can go in and work for me.
Okay. Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
No, I already let him know that I was.
Okay, let me talk to you on the phone.
Sir, go ahead and mute yourself, please. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, Mr. Powers, your file is ready for plea on Garcia.
Okay, great, thank you. Then I guess we're just in the lineup, we're ready to go.
Angela,
Yes,
did you email me the defendant's
yes,
emails?
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Did you get it?
Yeah, let me check. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna try and take the pleas that we have at this time. Ms. Flores, staff, let me know if these are not ready. Thomas Hernandez, is that ready? Angela Blake,
No, Judge, there's a second set of paperwork that was missing. And so we're going to get that going right now.
okay. Jury night,
Same situation, Judge. We're waiting on the second set of paperwork.
Gerardo Longoria.
That is ready, I believe. but I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed.
All right. Hunter Neely, Mr. Acevedo.
I believe all that we've turned in, and I've gotten the emails saying that those agreements have been processed, Judge. So I think we're ready on that.
All right. So we're gonna proceed on those two. How about Debir Crochet?
All the paperwork was sent in, Your Honor. We had this as set as a plea once before, but my client didn't understand the paperwork.
Okay, you have two cases, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Cindy De Leon with Eric Hernandez, that's ready. Eric Hernandez, Cindy De Leon.
I'll let you answer the question in a few moments.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm still waiting on the plea paperwork from Ms. Haas.
All right, then Brian Powers.
Very well.
We are ready, Judge.
Okay. All right, then at this time, Kayleen, you ready with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. At this time, the court calls the following cases. Case number 647-824, State versus Gerardo Longoria. 647-825, State versus Gerardo Longoria. Case number 649-200, State versus Hunter Neely. Case number 666-737 and 738, State versus Debir Crochet. That's with Joseph Lesson. And 651-214, State versus Mr. Powers. What's the first name of your client?
Stephen Garcia, Your Honor.
Stephen. All right. Gerardo Longoria, where are you? Gerardo Longoria.
Oh, my bad. I'm right here, sir.
All right. Thank you. Raise your right hand. Hunter Neely. Hunter Neely.
He's there, Judge. He needs to unmute himself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, raise your right hand. Debir Crochet. Debir.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Mr. Lassen, I don't see him.
He's here, Your Honor. I just saw him. He has a black jacket on and his hand is raised.
There, Debir Crochet, I need to see you. There you are. Okay, raise your right hand. And Stephen Garcia. Stephen Garcia. Mr. Powers, where is he?
Coming right here, sir. Coming right here. Turn your video on, Stephen.
There you are. All right. Do each of you individually solemnly swear that in these proceedings, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Gerardo Longoria, in your two cases.
Yes, sir. All the truth.
All right. Thank you. You may put your hand down. Hunter Neely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Debir Crochet, in your two cases.
I do.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Stephen Garcia.
Sir.
Thank you, sir. Put your hand down. Gentlemen, each of you has agreed to a plea agreement with the state. Mr. Longoria, you are charged with criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500, and you're charged with assault, bodily injury, married. Mr. Neely, you're charged with driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. These are original charges. Mr. Crochet, you have an unlawfully carrying a weapon in a motor vehicle and a resisting arrest. And Mr. Garcia, you have an assault bodily injury family. Do each of you know and understand what you're charged with? Mr. Longoria,
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Neely,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crochet in your two cases,
I do, sir.
and Mr. Garcia.
Yes, sir.
All right, before we proceed, I need to remind each of you that you have constitutional rights and protections that are afforded by Constitution and law. These rights and protections include for each of you individually, and those that have more than one case, you've got two cases, the rights apply to each of your two cases. You have the right to remain silent. That means that none of you can be required to make any kind of statement. You cannot be required to answer questions. You cannot be required to submit written paperwork that has your signature, especially papers that admit or confess to wrongdoing. You each have the right individually to a jury trial. That means that you each and your attorney, working with the state, could select 6 citizens, disinterested citizens from a pool of disinterested citizens who would hear all the evidence, see the witnesses and materials, if any. And that those 6 people would decide on any case whether you have been found not guilty or whether you have been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt on each case. You all have the right of, it's called the right of confrontation. If any of you decides to go to trial on any case, you would have the right, with the assistance of your attorney, to question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who would testify. You each would have on any case the right to appeal. That right means that you yourself or your attorney by himself or herself, or the two of you together on any case, one or two, would have the right to demand that a higher court review all the evidence, the record, an official record in any case that you would appeal, and demand some kind of the request would be to demand that the higher court respond to legal challenges of whatever kind you made. I caution you that the right of appeal is not a simple right, because you have to submit particular paperwork and information that's required, and you also have time limitations. So, but that is a individual right that you have, the right of appeal. In addition, each of you, and in each of your cases, the state also, that means both sides, have the right to demand that this proceeding be held in the open public courtroom in County Court 5. Because of the COVID pandemic, we're not doing that. What we are doing is what's called video conference. And to proceed on any case that you are involved in, you have to have reviewed and signed a document that's titled Defendant Consent to Video Conference. Do each of you know and understand the rights I have mentioned to you? Gerardo Longoria.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
You guess so, or have you been given advice and counsel by your attorney, Ms. Blake?
I mean,
Yes, Your Honor, I've gone over the paperwork with him.
All right.
If he can stand still.
Hunter Neely?
Yes, sir.
Debir Crochet?
Yes.
And Stephen Garcia. Good morning. Hello. Stephen Garcia, do you have an answer or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad. I had it on mute. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Now, in order to proceed on your individual cases, you each have signed paperwork that's in the official record of your case. That paperwork, you should have had the advice and guidance of your attorney on each paper that you signed. Did you have the advice and guidance of your attorney on each case, Mr. Longoria?
Like, as far as like what, I mean, like if I were to get like the probation and like, if I have to do community service or the anger management, would y'all let me know or send me, or like, I mean, as far as references or whatever?
Did you hear my question, Mr. Longoria?
I honestly don't understand nothing, but I mean, I'll just stay right here quiet, just, I guess, until it's over. Sorry about that.
Ms. Blake,
I don't
we're
really-
going to discontinue Mr. Longoria, and he's apparently not able to answer the questions that I'm asking.
I don't understand.
Hunter Neely,
Yes.
did you have the advice and guidance of your attorney, Mr. Ernest Acevedo III?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, and Mr. Crochet?
Yes.
Thank you, and Mr. Garcia.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, among the documents that you reviewed and signed, a very critical document is titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. Did you go over that one with Mr. Acevedo and understand it and sign it, Mr. Neely?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crochet, in your two cases, did you go over your document and sign it?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, gentlemen, you also signed a document that I certified to you that you did not have a right of appeal. It's titled Trial Court Certification, the Defendant's Right of Appeal. Because you made a plea bargain, you do not have a right of appeal. You can't make a deal and then want to go back and undo it. So, did y'all understand that and sign that, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crochet, in your two cases?
Yes.
Mr. Neely? Hunter Neely?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
And there's also another agreement that each of you signed, a document that is, it's titled Plea Agreement. Did each of you know and understand what your plea agreement has, and did you have the guidance of your attorney, and did you sign it? Mr. Stephen Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Mr. DeBeer Crochet, in your two cases?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Hunter Neely?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Neely, you were charged with driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. That is the original charge. State, do you have a motion?
No, sir.
State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state moves to amend the information, adding count 2 of obstruction, and then waive and abandon count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
Defense, any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
And do you waive the 10-day notice of amendment?
Yes, sir, we do.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Neely, good news, you're no longer charged with DWI with a blood alcohol content 0.15 or higher. You're now charged with obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway. There's a world of difference between the two. And to that charge, sir, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than this plea bargain in exchange for your plea of guilty?
No, sir.
All right. Now, state, would you recite into the record the agreement that has been reached? By the way, Mr. Neely, because you will be given deferred adjudication in this agreement, I find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, including your own plea of guilty, but I will not find you guilty at this time. Instead, I will defer that for 14 months. State, please recite the agreement.
Yes, Your Honor, the agreement is for 14 months deferred adjudication, a $600 fine plus court costs, 60 hours community service, DWI education program, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and $50 to Crime Stoppers.
All right. Mr. Neely,
Yes, sir.
how are you employed and how much do you make? Well, before that, do you have children?
I do not have children.
Okay. How are you employed and how much is your income?
Do you want annual or do you want monthly?
Monthly will work fine.
Just over $3,000 a month after taxes.
Well, I'm looking for gross. What is your gross income?
$45,600 a year.
Okay. Do you have any relatives or anyone that is a major financial burden?
No, sir.
Okay. I set your supervisory fee at $47 a month. I approve the rest of this agreement. Is this the agreement that you have made, Mr. Acevedo?
It is, Judge.
Is this the agreement that you accept, Mr. Neely?
It is, Judge.
All right. Now, a deferred adjudication is critically important because, for one, I'm not finding you guilty. I could still do it. It could still happen. But at this time, so long as you live up to 100%, and listen carefully, if you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, then at the end of the 14 months, this case will be dismissed and you're not convicted even of the obstruction. If you fail or refuse to live up to 100% of the conditions, then the state may ask me to give you official notice, bring you in for a hearing. And if, in my opinion, under the law, it is appropriate, I will then enter a conviction. And if so, you'd be looking at the full range of punishment, which is a fine from $0 to $2,000 and jail from $0, from 0 days to 180 days. It behooves you to live up to 100% of the conditions. Those conditions will be read to you. You will sign them. You'll have a copy in your hands. You'll also be required to come into the offices of County Court Number 5 and have your thumbprint placed on the documents in accordance with law. There's a representative of the probation office called a CLO. You will stick around right now after this proceeding and meet with him or her. Who's here for probation?
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, Maricela, good. Maricela Luna is my what's called CLO, court liaison. She will get you started on the probation process and inform you of everything that's required. Questions, Mr. Neely?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your cooperation. Good luck to you. Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. Ernest, Happy New Year to you and your family. Stay well.
To you too, Judge.
You're excused, guys, or at least you are, Ernest. Mr. Neely, stick around. Mr. Crochet, in case number 66737, is there any kind of arrangement or agreement state on these two cases, or is he pleading on both?
He's pleading on both, Your Honor.
All right. On 666-737, is there going to be any deferreds?
Both will be deferred, Your Honor.
Both?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. On your cases, Mr. Crochet, 666-737 is unlawfully carrying a weapon in a motor vehicle. To that charge, how do you plead, sir?
No contest, Your Honor.
A no contest plea in this court is considered a guilty plea and is sufficient for me to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything for this plea other than the plea itself in exchange for the plea of no contest?
No, Your Honor.
All right. State, tell me what the agreement is.
Yes, Your Honor, the matters are to run concurrent, and the agreement is 18 months deferred adjudication, $500 fine plus court costs, 60 hours community service, DWI education, victim impact panel live, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half of the term. And then in 737, a gun safety course. And the state would be requesting forfeiture of the weapon to the DA's office.
To the DA?
To the DA's office, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Crochet, is this the agreement that you have reached in 666-737?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lassen, is this the agreement as you know and understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I accept the plea of no contest. I find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not find you guilty. I am granting you 18 months deferred adjudication. Before I assess fine and financial matters, do you have children you support?
I don't, Your Honor.
All right. And what are your earnings per month? Gross income?
We'll say $30,000 a year.
30 a year?
Yes, sir.
It's about 2,500 a month gross. Okay. Your I assess a supervisory fee of $38 a month. I assess a fine of $500 plus court costs, 60 hours community service restitution. DWI education program, the Victim Impact Panel Live. You will have a TAP evaluation, and whatever recommendation will be subject to my approval. You'll have ignition interlock for a minimum of 1/2 your term. You will, in case 666-737, you will undergo or participate and complete a gun safety course. What kind of weapon are we talking about?
I believe it's a 9mm.
What kind? Do you know what the brand was?
Oh, I do not.
And did you purchase it from a retailer, or did you purchase it from on the streets or from a private person?
From a retailer.
Who did you buy it from?
Actually, it's a gift. It's a gift from my dad.
All right. State, were you aware that this was a gift from his father?
No, Your Honor, I wasn't aware.
Does that change anything for you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then order the forfeiture of the weapon to the District Attorney's Office, Bexar County. In Mr. Crochet, case number 666-738. By the way, you have to appear in County Court number 5 to have your thumbprint placed on some documents required by law. You understand? You have
Yes,
a
sir.
week to do it.
Okay.
On 666-738, the charge of resisting arrest or transportation. State, what is the agreement on that? What is the plea? Is it no contest also?
Your Honor, he's 666-738 is a DWI 0.15 or higher.
Whoa.
It's not, there's no resisting arrest, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
There is no resisting arrest in this case.
All right, sorry about that. I wrote it wrong from the notes I had. It is DWI with a blood alcohol content 0.15 or higher. Is there a motion from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move to waive the 0.15 enhancement and proceed on a DWI first.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
There being no objection, Mr. Crochet, you're no longer charged with DWI with extreme intoxication. You're charged with a lesser offense of DWI, misdemeanor B. To that charge, sir, how do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Again, a no contest plea is considered a guilty plea. Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than this, the agreement, the plea agreement, in exchange for your plea of no contest?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, and he's getting deferred on this also?
Yes, Your Honor, the same 18 months.
All right. Mr. Crochet, the court accepts your plea with no contest. I find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. I am instead deferring this finding for 18 months. So long as you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, then this DWI first will be dismissed without a conviction. Fail or refuse to live up to the conditions, and the state may ask me to give you notice, bring you in for a hearing, at which time, if the evidence is sufficient in my mind and it complies with the law, then I will convict you, and you'll be looking at a fine of $0 to $2,000 and jail from 0 days to 180 days. I take it back. The jail would be from a minimum 72 hours to 180 days. Is that clear and understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, state, recite for me, besides the 18-month deferred that we've already established. Oh, Mr. Crochet, let's see. That's fine. Go ahead, state what is the agreement on this specific case.
Your Honor, the agreement is the same terms and conditions already listed. It's the $500 fine plus court costs, DWI education, victim impact panel live, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term, along with the 60 hours community service.
Did you say how much did you say the fine is?
500.
Yeah, okay. These are conditions, the same conditions as, with the exception of the gun safety class and the forfeiture. They're the same concurrent conditions in the agreement on punishment. Is that correct, Mr. Lassen
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Crochet?
Yes.
All right. And you will also do a $38 a month supervisory fee. They are concurrent, so you pay it once. Any questions? Don't forget to come in within a week and have your thumbprint placed on the document. Any questions, Mr. Crochet?
No, I understand everything.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Crochet, you were fortunate that you had a lawyer that was able to reduce this from DWI with extreme intoxication. Be extra careful about drinking. During the 18 months of your deferred adjudication, you're not to drink 1 drop of alcohol. Do you understand that?
I understand, sir.
That'll conclude your proceeding. Mr. Stephen Garcia, you were charged with assault, bodily injury, family. Do you understand the results of entering a plea that essentially is a plea of guilty on assault, family violence? This is, I'm being asked to find that you have committed an affirmative finding of family violence that has some very significant impact on your future, especially in dealing with children. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So to the charge of assault, bodily injury, family, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
A no contest plea in this court is considered a guilty plea. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And with that, on the finding, not only on that plea, but on the finding of affirmative finding of family violence, you're gonna have some very strict rules to live by, including federal rules that you cannot ever possess a firearm or ammunition. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. State, tell me on his plea of nolo contendere or no contest, what agreement do you have in addition to the affirmative finding of family violence?
Your Honor, the agreement is for 1 day Bear County Jail, $0 fine plus court costs, time and money to run concurrent, credit for time served, affirmative finding of family violence, and we would request that this satisfy the judgment.
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
No counseling or?
Judge, he's currently on probation through felony court as a part of this plea.
All right. Mr. Garcia, is this your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then I approve the agreement as recited into the record. There, the court enters an affirmative finding of family violence. You're sentenced to 1 day Bear County Jail, credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The court finds that you have satisfied this judgment, and to the extent of this court's jurisdiction, you no longer have any obligation to the state or to this court. But be aware of that there's a whole bunch of legal implications of your affirmative finding of family violence. You need to go by the court within the offices of the court within 1 week. Have your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Anybody else is ready? For sure?
Mayor Brooks, Your Honor, Fernando Ramos.
And Judge
Fernando Ramos,
Stevens,
what do you got?
Mr. Garcia, you can get off.
Judge, I have 2 clients. Both were reset to contact complaining witnesses. First one is Moses Arellano, 664-179.
Hold on. 641.
664-179 and 180. It's on page 5.
That's page 5, yes, sir. All right, Fernando, 664-179.
It's got 2 cases. We'd like 30 days, Judge. The ADA is going to consider pretrial diversion. Wants to look at it first.
Okay, that is Arellano.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do with it?
The ADA is going to consider whether she would offer or she would recommend pretrial diversion.
Okay, so there's not, is that on both of them?
No, sir. The other one, the complaint we just contacted is Paul Davila on page 2.
No. Arellano has 2 cases.
That's right, on both of them, yes, sir.
Okay, so there's a pretrial diversion on both application anyway. So I'll reset that for 60 days.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, what else you got?
Paul Davila on page 2. Complainant was just contacted and we have an offer and like to discuss it with my client. We'd like 30 days, Judge.
Wants to do 30 days?
No, we want reset for 30 days and we'll either accept the deal or set it for trial.
You said it was on page 2. What's the case number?
639-286.
There it is. Davila.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna reset for 30 days.
Yes, sir.
To do what?
So I can explain the offer to him.
I'm
And
gonna
we'll
do
either-
3 weeks, 21 days.
That's fine.
That's more than enough time to explain an offer.
Sure, Judge.
You can explain it to him. Okay. Fernando, what else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May we all be excused.
You are all excused. Thank you, Mr.
Judge, I'm here on Gerardo Longoria is present and ready to continue his plea.
Is he ready this time, or is he gonna get questions and doubts and stuff he wants to recite while I'm talking to him?
He's good. He's ready. I also have, the paperwork has been signed on Hernandez and Jory Knight.
Is it completed, including my signing off on it, Linda?
I believe we just need you to sign off if you haven't yet on those two.
And Your Honor, before you go on the record, I need the paperwork from the court for 670-273 to consent to plea by video conference and waiver. And that plea should be ready. Actually, I'll need a breakout room with Ms. De Leon to review the paperwork.
670.
670-273 on page 6.
Okay.
So I just need the court's paperwork. I've got the state's paperwork, and then a breakout room with Ms. De Leon.
Okay, we're talking about Cindy De Leon. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll
And if
double
you
check. I'll have to go back and I'm having to use two computers because I'm at home in isolation.
I understand. If y'all can put me in a breakout room with her, I'll start going over the state's paperwork, and then as soon as I
Very
get the
good.
court's paperwork,
Very
I'll be
good.
ready to go. Thank you, Judge.
Linda placed gentleman in breakout with Ms. De Leon,
Okay.
Mr. Hernandez. Okay.
And
Who else
Judge,
has to report? I see Jorge Aristoteles.
Good morning.
Buenas tardes. Oh,
I
good
was
morning.
absent earlier. I had a bit of a conflict with the 437th. We were there in person for a trial setting.
Well, I
We
certainly
got that
know it's
resolved,
more
Judge.
important. That's for damn sure.
And I never too important for you, Judge, but I did call ahead of time to let you know, and I appreciate your patience.
No problem. What's going on? You going to
Sir.
confer? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we need to confer, Judge. We need to get some discovery. And I'm already in touch with Ms. Haas. I emailed her, and we'll be exchanging some information on that. We just asked for a reset to give us enough time to be able to review this.
All right. We'll do it. We'll give you 30 days. Okay.
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome.
Hope
Judge-
everything's well with you.
Hello.
Judge, this is Suzanne. I'm in the courtroom, just so that you know.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are y'all?
What's your case number?
He's got two, but they're both on the top of page 4, 652, 766, and 767.
There it is. Already? You're going to confer on those? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I think the state, I haven't talked to them today about it, needs to reach out to the complainant on the assault case, and I'm still needing some body cam discovery.
Mr. Pettis never did show up, by the way.
He said he's been in the Zoom all along, but that he's not been able to get his microphone to work.
You mean he's having trouble with a computer?
But he says he's been there, so I can't tell because I can't click
Well,
on that second page.
If he's here, I have no reason to doubt it. You're
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right.
Okay, Judge, I'm here again for Damone Wyatt. I believe he's on now. He was the one I announced on earlier.
Kelly McGinnis. Okay. Did you ever get Mr. Thomas to show up?
I think that he's on. If he told me he was on the Zoom. He was in the waiting room. I saw him earlier.
It's
When
Damon Dyrell Thomas. That's interesting. He's got the initial DDT.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Mr. Thomas?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
I am well so far. In
Right on.
isolation, but I'm well. So here I am.
Yes, sir.
All right, McGinnis, Ms. McGinnis, what are you going to do?
I was asking if we could move it to past the February 15th trial setting that he has in the 187th, Judge.
Ms. Flores, a date past the, what'd you say, the 15th?
It's February 15th. Yes, sir.
All right, let's make it
how about the 17th?
That's fine.
17 February. You got it.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe the excuse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And Judge, I think you were about to give, this is Suzanne, a setting date on Kenneth Pettis. But I didn't get one from Linda yet.
Okay, what do you want on that? What are you doing?
But this was the one where I'm still missing some discovery, and I think the state still needs to reach out to the complainant.
Okay. Well, you have a ABI and a mischief, so.
Yes, and they're co-cases, so I'm assuming one will likely fall, but obviously probably not the assault, so the state still needs to reach
So
out.
what kind of timeline are you looking at to try and resolve these two?
Well, I mean, for the discovery issue, I'm fine with just a straight up 30-day setting, just to see if I can get the body cams.
So 30 days will do it?
That's fine.
All right. We'll give you 30 days.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge,
Anybody
this is-
else? I see
Judge, this
Luis
is-
Hernandez. What's going on, Mr. Hernandez?
Judge, this is Kelly.
Good morning, Judge.
Hold on a
Judge, this
second, Kelly. Hold on. Julia, what do you have?
Yes, Your Honor, I have Miss Christy Lynn Garcia. She's been present, and I just need to either confer or reset, and I will confer with the state.
Which case number, Julia?
The case number is 660909, Judge.
660.
I'm on page 5.
Yeah. 909, top of the page.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll mark you for conferring. Give you time to do that.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Piddle.
Yes, Judge, I have Elizabeth Russin set this morning. She is having some medical issues that have prevented us from getting together to go over the evidence. So I'm asking for a 30-day reset so we can accomplish that.
What's the case number?
It is. $666-054. I don't like that cause number, Judge.
There you go. All right.
Bottom of page 5, Judge.
Right. So where are we going, guys? How much time do you need, Mr. Piddle?
30 days, Judge. She's got some health issues. So as I said, I need some time to meet with her.
I'll give you the 30 days based on what you're telling me. All right. Let's reset 30 days.
Thank you.
Anybody
Your Honor.
else need to report?
Ivan Barada here.
Ivan,
Yes, Judge, I have announcements on all my cases.
sorry?
I have announcements on all my cases.
Okay, let's start off numerically, which is which?
The first page, Judge, 619036.
619? There it is. Okay. Ibanez.
Yes, Judge, and he's on Zoom now.
All right. Make sure that next time he's on time.
Yes, Judge.
So,
And on
what
this
do you-
one, Judge, we have come to an agreement. Can we just reset this for a plea? And can we do January 27th? I believe that's about 21 days.
You got it.
Thank you, Judge.
Get all your paperwork in, please.
Will do, Judge.
All right. Next one.
Next one's on page number 2, 636396.
All right.
And on this one, Judge, we've come to an agreement on this one. If we consider it a plea, is there any way, Judge, we can do it tomorrow? I have a plea set tomorrow. It's a short docket.
Recall it tomorrow for a plea. Make sure you got all your paperwork.
Will do, Judge. Next one, it's about 200, 640-443.
Yes, sir.
On this one, Judge, the state would like some more time, I guess, to review some of the discovery. I guess we'd ask about 21 days.
Reset it 21 days. Good enough.
And then the next one, it's on page 4, 010.
All right.
And on this one, Judge, I need more time to review the discovery. So if we can get 30 days on this one.
You got it.
And then the last one, Judge, immediately under it, 654140.
Islam.
Yes, Judge. And on this one, the state needs time to review it. So I'd ask for, they wanted to reset. If we could do 30 days on this one as well.
It's a state reset, 30 days. All right. What else you got?
That's it for me, Judge. May my clients be excused?
Yes, sir. You and your clients are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Who else needs to report?
Hi, Judge. It's Travis Kettner on Dominique Campos.
Mr. Kettner.
Yes, Your Honor. She's
Case
on page.
number.
It is 6. She has a couple. 660878 is one of them. She's on page 5, or starts on page 4, continues to page 5, Your Honor.
660874, you said?
Yeah, 874, 876, 877, and 878 at the bottom of page 4. Yes, sir.
Right.
I talked to the prosecutor. They are abandoning, or they're kind of giving up on talking to the victim, but she wanted a little bit of time to put together a package plea. So I don't know if you guys do them as fast as 2 weeks, we'd be fine with that.
Knowing how things run, let's do 3 weeks.
Okay, yes, sir. I think you had announced the 27th. I think that should work for me. Is that a couple of Thursdays from now?
All right, you reset for the 27th of January.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You're excused.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning.
Armando Roman for Javier Morales, Your Honor.
Case number.
Page 2, 639427.
Morales, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, we're set for plea. We got the paperwork yesterday. I've signed it, but my client has not gone through it yet. And I'd like, if we can recall it for tomorrow to give me an opportunity to review the plea paperwork with him.
That's very good. I'd rather you do that than tie up the court waiting for it. Okay, we'll recall tomorrow for plea.
Thank you. At 10 o'clock, Your Honor? I mean, 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock. I'll call it at 9. We
Okay.
probably won't do the plea till about 10:30 or 11.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Who else? Attorneys? Anybody
Your
else?
Honor, Jeffrey
This is
Martinez,
Rochelle.
I had Emmanuel Garza, bottom of page 2, 641299.
Manuel Garza, okay?
You have multiple cases, Your Honor. We are going to accept the plea. Would ask if we could be reset to do paperwork and come back on another day.
And how much time do you need?
We come back next week, Your Honor. I sent.
How do we look for next week, Lisa, Linda?
Only thing is, Your Honor, I'm going to be out next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on vacation.
Well, let's do 2 weeks then.
How about the 27th? Can we do the 27th?
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Linda, I sent you a message. I'm gonna send you the email address too, just to have.
Make sure you got all your paperwork done. Rochelle,
Okay. Hi, Judge. Yes, I have Cristina Tristan. It's 582-762 and 582-764. We are ready on a plea. I believe I think I just need the consent to plea by video. But one of the issues that I didn't think of, Judge, is that my client is actually in Webb County. And I heard you earlier mention that I guess she would have to come in to, does she have to physically come in to sign and give the thumbprint?
No, I think there's an alternative to that. Talk to the state and I think that can be done by means of using the thumbprints on jail where she was arrested. Presumably.
Okay, if
Rochelle, was she arrested here?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
then you can ask the sheriff's department for her fingerprint. Just
All right.
remind me on the day that she pleads so we can ask for that.
Attorneys, who else we got?
Hi, Your Honor. Kelly Fernandez again.
Yes, ma'am.
Here on Jamel Davis.
I'm
First
sorry, hold on just a second. Rochelle, did we finish your issue?
Well, Judge, in that case, if we can move forward with the plea, then I think we're ready on that.
Are you ready right now today?
Yes, Judge, all the state, we've both signed the paperwork, reviewed it. I think I just need to turn in the consent to plea by video and otherwise we're ready.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm sorry now, Ms. Fernandez.
No, that's okay, Judge. I'm sorry, Rochelle. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
So we're here on Jamel Davis. He is in the courtroom now. Top of page 1, 615522.
Okay.
Ms. Fernandez,
Did
you're
you-
saying he is in the Zoom, not in the courtroom, correct?
Yeah, he is on Zoom.
Okay.
Did you determine, have you resolved the warrant issue?
Judge, the warrants were for failure to appear. And so since we have contact with him now and he is present on the Zoom, we were just asking that you reinstate his bond.
And where is he?
He's here. Mr. Davis, can you unmute and say hello?
All right. Mr. Davis, you gotta be showing up at 9 o'clock when we call the docket. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstate your bond at this time. But don't expect me to do it again, okay?
Yes, I mean, I wasn't even aware I had the court date. That's the only reason why I didn't show up.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't have contact, Your Honor, until this morning. So, but we have
Good
contact.
enough. So we're gonna reset them. What are you gonna do, Ms. Fernandez?
Yeah, so we just requested some medical records and
So
the prosecutors,
you got discovery to finish.
yes, the prosecutor said that they need to review the case as well. So a reset, please, Judge.
We'll give you 30 days then.
Thank you so much. May we be excused?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Attorneys.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nobody
This is Abel Dominguez, Your Honor. I am back with Brandon Diaz, cause number 660083.
All right. Mr. Diaz, did he show up?
He has been texting me, Your Honor. He has been in the waiting room for quite a while now. He's been sending me screenshots of it. So I see that he is in the waiting room.
All right, then I've got him marked present. Make sure he shows up on time next time. What do you have on Mr. Diaz?
Well, Your Honor, we are set for a plea on Mr. Diaz.
Do you have all his paperwork done?
Everything has been turned in some time ago. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't know if the court wants to do it today or if we want to push it or whatever is best for you, Judge.
If you're ready for it, we'll take care of it today, maybe after lunch at this rate.
Okay. Let me see here, because he was just texting me right now. Would it be possible for him to come in person? I guess we've said it one last time, hopefully, and have my client show up in person.
I don't have a problem with that. That's the tactics of it is up to you. When do you want to do that? 2 weeks?
Let's see here, 2 weeks, that should be fine. Yes, Your Honor.
We're gonna recall you in 2 weeks for the plea.
Okay. All right, thank you,
All right.
Judge. May me and my client be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Attorneys, anybody else? All right. See if we can take care of some of these pleas.
Your Honor,
Uh,
Tom Kaiser, Your Honor, regarding, I'm not on your docket, so if you would prefer, I wait until after the docket, I can.
Yeah, why don't you call me on my mobile phone during the lunch hour? About 12:15, 12:30, you can call me 286-3311, okay?
Okay, I think my law partner is walking over to County Court 5 with a document that might clear this up too. So,
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good enough. You're welcome. I'm sorry, I kind of left you stranded out there.
That's
All
okay.
right.
Thank you, Your Honor. What was that number one more time, Your Honor?
Let me chat it to you. I think it'd be a
Thanks.
better thing.
Fair enough. Thanks, Your Honor. Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor. May I approach? This is Gary Hillier.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hillier.
Good morning, Judge. I do apologize for being so late. I've been in several other courts this morning.
What
Could
you
I
got?
possibly go into a breakout room with my client, please, Judge?
Linda, would you place Mr. Hillier and his client in breakout?
Sure. Mr. Hillier, what is your client's name?
It's Eloisa Jimenez. I think she's on the screen.
Case number?
It's 627799, Judge.
Okay.
I'm just going to go over some plea paperwork, Judge, and we should be ready.
All right, so right now we have, for plea, we have Gerardo Longoria on 2 cases. He's ready. How about Cindy De Leon, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sending the email address for my client and myself to Ms. Flores, and all we need is the court's paperwork, and we'll be ready to go.
So it's right now, this moment, I couldn't take it right this moment, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Angela, what about Thomas Hernandez and
I believe it's waiting your signature in Adobe.
okay, I'm gonna run over to the other computer and take care of that. Anybody else that I have to, well, I'll check the Adobe real quick. It'll take a few minutes. I'll be right back, folks. Don't run off.
And Ms. Flores, I just sent those email addresses to you.
Okay, thank you. Rochelle,
Yes.
do you have the plea packet? Did you already do the plea packet or you need me to do the plea packet for you? Send you the plea packet on Christina Tristan.
We already signed all the paperwork from the DA's office. I think we just need to sign whatever we need to sign for the court.
Okay, can you please send me your email address and your client's email address? Is she pleading out on both?
Or no, just the DWI.
Just, okay, the 764. Okay.
Can we just chat it to you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
And can you also send me your client's email address as well, please?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Rochelle, I just sent it to you.
Okay, I'll look. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Miss Christie, please check the chat. Miss Christie, please check the chat. Thank you.
Julia, did
Yes.
you confer? I don't remember.
No, I waited, but nobody came.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back. It's just taking a little bit, so I'm gonna put you back into a waiting room, okay?
Thanks.
Or a break room, sorry.
Hi, Linda.
Yes,
I haven't received it.
you haven't?
I have the completed plea agreement that we signed, but I don't have the other forms that we need to fill out.
Okay, hold on. Acevedo Law 80 at Yahoo, right?
No, not 80. It's just Acevedo Law. She is Cristina Tristan 80.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. So it's just Acevedo Law?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know where I got 80 from, but okay, let me.
I think because I sent you both, I sent you my clients, and my client is her full name.
Kristan. Okay, I got that one. Okay.
80 at Gmail.
Hey, Linda, I also resent the email address on 670273 because it went to the wrong email address for her. I
Okay,
sent that to you in the chat with the correct email address.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, Rochelle, hopefully you should be getting it.
There you go.
Okay, so hold on. Rochelle, hopefully you'll be getting it. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just got it. I got it.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Who was the other one that I needed to redo? I'm sorry. It was somebody else. Was it Eric? Maybe it was Eric. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. I did CD should be CDEL 2004 at Gmail. I thought I did that.
You want to check it?
Yeah. So here, manage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, I put 2001. Okay, so I'm gonna replace
Recipients.
hers, right?
Mm-hmm. But no,
No.
put your mouse over it again.
Right here?
Yeah. There we go. And then you gotta click replace recipient. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, So it's CINDEL 2004. at Gmail. Sorry. Done. Now I'm gonna hit refresh.
It should say signature requested. Oh, well, she was fast. She already clicked on it.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. And you can just go back to manage
Oh, manage. Okay.
and just keep an eye on the stuff right here, right? You'll start seeing the 104, 204.
Okay.
Where everything's at. That way you'll know what's ready.
This is a lot. But just, this is why I want to do,
I think you're unmuted, by the way.
huh?
You're not muted.
Okay, folks, let's get going on these. We have Thomas Hernandez, Mr. Knight, what's his first name?
Jory,
Jory?
yes,
Huh? Hello?
yes, 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 Jory Knight.
Gerardo Longoria 2 times. Then we have
Yes.
Cindy De Leon. Hello? On Eric Hernandez, is he here? All right, we're not going to do hers. Who else do we
He's
have?
in a breakout room.
Who else do we have?
You will have Cindy Lou de Leon, but they're working on the paperwork. Rochelle and her.
Then that means it's not ready.
No, not yet.
Anybody else that is definitely ready?
No, I have Tristan, not De Leon, and Tristan should have been turned in.
Oh, we love when people should have been. Question is, were they? Cindy, what's the case number on Cindy? Hello?
Judge, we're not doing Cindy De Leon, we're doing Christina Tristan.
Christine, okay, what's the case number?
Her case number is, trying to find it, Judge.
Are we doing, you said Tristan?
Yes, it's
Okay, on the first page. There's 2 cases, right? Are you gonna do both of them?
no, Your Honor. The agreement is that she will enter a plea on the DWI, which is 582764, and the state would TIC the other case. And
The other one is 582762.
correct, Your Honor. And the state would have an oral motion to amend. Ms. Tristan's name is spelled incorrectly on the information and complaint.
Yeah, it's Tristian. It should be Tristan.
Correct, Your Honor, and that's the motion the state would be making.
Christina. And who's the attorney?
That's Rochelle Acevedo.
Rochelle. Okay. Ms. Acevedo, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then at this time, the court calls case 623-956, Thomas Hernandez. 628-882, Jory Knight. 647-824, Gerardo Longoria. 647-825, Gerardo Longoria. 582-764 and 582-762, Christina Tristan. Let's see, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes,
Thomas
sir.
Hernandez. All right, raise your right hand. Jory Knight. You're muted, Mr. Knight. Raise your right hand. Gerardo Longoria. Gerardo
Yes, sir.
Longoria.
Yes, sir. Hello?
There you are. Raise
Oh,
your right
okay.
hand. And Christina Tristan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Okay. Do each of you solemnly swear that in these proceedings, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Tristan,
Yes, Your Honor.
thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Longoria on 2 cases.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Jory Knight.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Put your hand down. And Mr. Thomas Hernandez.
Yes, sir.
Where's Thomas Hernandez?
Right here.
There you are. Very good. Thank you. Folks, each of you has been charged with some criminal offense, and each of you has made an agreement with the state to proceed with a plea. At this time, I will inform you that you have certain constitutional rights and protections. Each of you has the individual right to remain silent on any case. Mr. Longoria, these apply to both of your cases. So you have a right to remain silent, all of you. Each of you cannot be compelled to make any kind of statement. You cannot be required to answer questions. You cannot be required to submit written paperwork of any kind, especially papers that have your signature, by the way, especially papers that have admissions or confessions to wrongdoing. Do each of you understand you have that right? Mr. Longoria, on your two cases.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wright, in your case, Knight, pardon me, in your case.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez
Yes, sir.
and Ms. Tristan.
Yes, Your Honor.
And incidentally, at this time, the court will entertain the motion from the state regarding your name.
Yes.
State. What is your motion officially?
It's Tristan, Tristan.
Okay, state, is that your motion to amend the name since it was previously misspelled? Hello, state.
I'm sorry, Judge, what? The motion on Ms. Tristan's case.
Yes, okay. The court grants that motion. Ms. Flores, it'll have to be interdelineated on the paperwork and stuff. It is Trista and Tristan. Now we will continue. Each of you has the right to a jury trial. That means that each of you and your attorney can select from a pool of disinterested citizens, 6 citizens. You would participate with the state. Those citizens would hear all the evidence, see, if any, test the witnesses and materials, if any, and they would decide whether whether you're not guilty or whether you have been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That's the right to a jury trial in each case. You have the right to confront witnesses. That means if you go to trial, any witnesses that would testify, you and your attorney would have the right to question, cross-examine, or challenge every witness. You have the right to appeal in every case. That right means that you, yourself, or your attorney by himself or herself, and the two of you together could demand that a higher court review the official record and evidence in your particular case for whatever legal challenges you wanted to make. I caution you that the right of appeal is a difficult right to handle. You have to have certain papers with particular information and you have time limitations, but nonetheless, it is an important right that you should be aware of. You also have the right, each of you, and in each case, the state also has the same right to demand that the proceedings be held in open court, in the open courtroom. Because of the COVID pandemic, we're not doing that. Instead, we're doing it by video conference. And each of you has the right to demand otherwise. To proceed with your pleadings today, your plea agreement, you must have signed a document, and all these documents identify you by name, case number, and court number. You have to sign a document that is titled Consent to Video Conference, meaning you agree to this proceeding as we're doing. Did you sign such a document, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Knight?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Longoria in each of your two cases?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And Ms. Tristan?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there are several documents in each of your cases that are in part of your file. Those documents have your signature. Before you signed every document that's in your file, did you have the advice and guidance of your attorney, Ms. Tristan,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Longoria in your two cases,
Yes, sir.
and Mr. Knight,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Among the documents that identifies each of you individually, there's a document that's titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. It is very important. It is very critical. That document in writing reminds you of the rights and protections that you're giving up. It reminds you of other important matters, including the fact that any deal that you've made is not binding on me as a judge. Every one of your cases, I have to say yes or no to on any kind of deal that's made. I also have the right to impose a punishment, a sentence on each of your individual cases. Each case has what's called a range of punishment for the particular offense, the particular crime. I can give you a punishment that may be heavier or greater than what you agreed to, so long as I stay within what's called the legal range of punishment. If I refuse to accept your deal, if I reject it, or if I give you a punishment in your individual case that is greater or heavier than what you agreed to, the law would allow you to start all over again. And that document I'm talking about tells you that. Did each of you see and understand that document? Mr. Longoria, in your two cases.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Knight, in your case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, in your case.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Tristan, in your case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Another critical document is a document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. I am telling you and certifying to you in that document that because you've made a deal, it's your own deal, therefore you cannot appeal. And you're giving up the right of appeal. Does everyone understand that? Anyone that does not understand that? Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Knight, Mr. Longoria twice, and Ms. Tristan, anybody not understand that?
No, Your Honor, I fully understand.
All right, each of you has signed what's called a plea agreement. In there, it says how you're pleading and what the results of that are by your agreement. I will be approving your agreements. I'll just tell you that ahead of time. And at this time, we're going to start off with Mr. Longoria. In 647-824, you were charged with criminal mischief. What is your plea in that matter?
Guilty?
No, Your Honor, that case
Oh,
is
no.
being dismissed. The
sorry.
state is making a motion.
All right, so 647-824, the motion to dismiss is granted. 647-825, assault, bodily injury, marriage. What is the plea in there?
No contest.
Mr. Longoria, a no contest plea is considered a guilty plea in this court and is considered sufficient to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than this plea bargain in exchange for your plea of no contest?
No, sir.
All right. Ms. Haas, what kind of probation is this going to be?
Deferred, Your Honor.
All right. Now, in the case of Mr. Knight, what kind of probation, if any?
Deferred as well, Your Honor.
In the case of Mr. Hernandez, what kind of probation, if any?
That's a JSAT, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll address that shortly. Ms. Tristan, in her case, what's it going to be? What kind of probation?
That's going to be regular or straight probation.
All right. Now, all of you need to listen carefully. Those, especially those being placed on probation and deferred adjudication. Probation is a written, legal, binding agreement between you and this court. That agreement basically is that you will live up to 100% of the conditions of probation, or community supervision, it's also called. As long as you live up to those, then those portions of your sentence that are being suspended, you don't have to worry about. If you fail or refuse to live up to all the conditions, then the state may ask me to bring you in for a hearing. And at that hearing, there's several options that can occur. If it's regular probation, if it's regular probation, then on a hearing that you have not, that you have failed to live up to the conditions, I can revoke the probation or revoke the suspension and send you to jail in accordance with your agreement. Now, those of you that are getting deferred adjudication, you need to know that it is a particularly beneficial probation, because what happens is that even though you're entering a plea upon which I can find you guilty, I will not find you guilty. And as long as you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, then what will happen is that the case will be dismissed and you've never been convicted of the charge. If you fail or refuse to live up to all the conditions, then what happens is, if I bring you in for a hearing after notice, if in my mind, under the law, the evidence is sufficient, I will enter a conviction which follows you the rest of your life on that charge to which you pled. And you will be looking at the full range of punishment for the offense or crime that you committed. All right, now, Mr. Hernandez,
Yes,
you were
sir.
charged with the offense of prostitution. What is your plea to that charge?
No contest.
A no contest plea is considered a guilty plea, as I said. Anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than plea bargain or exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
Ms. Haas, would you please recite the agreement on punishment, please?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for 1 day Bear County Jail, $0 fine plus court costs, time and money to run concurrent, credit for time served, and we would request that this satisfy the judgment.
That is our agreement, Your Honor.
I beg your pardon?
That is our agreement, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
The court approves the agreement. I find you guilty. You're sentenced to 1 day Bear County Jail. $0 fine, court costs, credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The court finds that you have satisfied that judgment. On that case, you have no further obligation to the state or to this court on this particular case, 623-956. You need to come by the office of the County Court number 5 to place your thumbprint on the documents as required by law. Mr.
When do I gotta do the thumbprint?
Within
Your Honor?
1 week.
Thank you
Within
so
1
much.
week. You need to come in to the offices of County Court 5 within 1 week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Longoria, on case number
Please go back in the room.
64782.
Please go back in the room.
Hello,
Hello?
somebody's talking and I'm conducting court. Mr. Longoria, on case number 6478225. On the case of assault bodily injury, married, you have pled no contest. State, would you recite the agreement on punishment?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for 12 months deferred adjudication,
How many?
12.
Okay.
$400 fine plus court costs, the fine being fully probated. 36 hours community service. no harmful or injurious contact with Anna, A-N-A, Salazar.
I'm sorry, there's other racket. Tell me the last name again.
Salazar,
Salazar, okay. All right,
A-P-S-E, P as in Paul, and an affirmative finding of family violence. The state would be taking into consideration 647-824.
Ms. Blake, is that your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you fully apprised Mr. Longoria of the consequences of affirmative finding of family violence?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Longoria, is this your agreement?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. You are granted 12 months deferred adjudication. You have a $400 fine plus court costs. The $400 fine is fully probated, meaning if you live up to your conditions, all of them, 100%, you will not have to pay that fine. You will perform 36 hours of community service restitution. You will have at no time any harmful or injurious contact with Ana Salazar. You will enlist in and complete the APSE program. Do you have any children that you support?
Yes, sir. I have 2 boys and a newborn.
So you have a total of 3 children.
I got 2 or
Obviously.
3 children, yes, sir.
All right, and what kind of income do you have?
What do you mean? Like, how
What
much
do you
I make a
earn?
year?
What do you-
55,000 a year.
Say again?
55,000?
Is that what you make a year?
Yes, sir.
Are there any particular circumstances upon which the state has decided that despite his earning $55,000, that he should not pay any fine if he completes the deferred? Ms. Haas?
Your Honor, I'm not generally aware of defendants' incomes when making the agreement. I defer to Ms. Blake on this one.
I would say that you have. Mr. Longoria, I will not accept the $400 fine, especially $400 fine probated. That's going to be a $900 fine.
Okay.
If you don't have to accept it, you can reject it and start all over again on both these cases.
No, it's fine. I have to. So it's instead of 400, it's 900.
That's correct.
Oh, that's fine.
And I
And
would just point out to the court that he did qualify for a court-appointed attorney.
he did. That's interesting. And despite the fact that he's making 55,000.
Maybe it's, I'm not sure why.
All right. Your supervisory fee will be set at $52 a week, pardon me, a month. All right. Anything else? You will have to report to the offices of County Court at Law Number 5 for purposes of having your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thumbprint, law number 5.
That's right. And you also need to stick around here today for the purposes of on the internet, so you can meet with Ms. Maricela Luna. She will get you started on the probation, the deferred
Yes, sir.
adjudication.
So I stay on here, right?
Yes, sir. Stick around.
Yes, sir. Sure.
All right. Mr. Knight, you were
Yes,
charged
Your Honor.
with you were charged with DWI misdemeanor B, and you have made to that charge. Is there a motion from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move to amend the information, adding count 2 of obstruction, and then would ask to waive count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
Objection, Your Honor.
And do you waive the 10-day notice of amendment, Ms. Blake?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The court grants that motion. Mr. Knight, you're no longer charged with DWI. You're now charged with obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway. To that charge, how do you plead, sir?
No contest, Your Honor.
No contest plea, as I've been saying, is considered a guilty plea and is sufficient for me to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Based on your agreement and your plea, I will not convict you. I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will grant you the deferred adjudication. Now, before I go into the details of it, tell me how do you have children you support, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. And how do you make a living? What do you earn?
I recently just started working at Bar S. It's a food production company.
Okay. And what do you make a month, more or less?
I've been working there for a month, and so far I've made like $1,200.
Okay. All right. So, State, would you recite for us the agreement on punishment?
Yes, Your Honor, the agreement is for 14 months deferred adjudication, $500 fine plus court costs, 48 hours community service, restitution to be determined to Ashley Bartholomew and Mark Sandeman. I sent those names to you in the chat for spellings.
Ashley Bartholomew
Yes.
and who?
Mark Sandeman.
Sandeman.
Yes, Sandeman.
Okay.
DWI Education Program, Victim Impact Panel Live, TAP Evaluation, and Ignition Interlock for half the term.
Ms. Blake, is that your agreement?
That is, Your Honor, and I would just request the court take into account his income level. I also believe he did not tell you he was in school. And so we would just request the court consider that in assessing the fine and supervisory fees.
I'll do that. Mr. Knight, as far as the recitation on the record of what you have agreed to, is that what you agreed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, your attorney who's advocating for you tells me that you're going to school. Where are you going?
Currently doing a vocational class at Votech.
And what are you studying, sir?
Carpentry and construction.
Good. Very good. All right. If you will complete, where are you going to school, by the way?
Lawton, Oklahoma.
Holy camoly, what are you doing up there?
I actually just came out there to visit for the holidays.
So you're living up in Oklahoma?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to permit you, first of all, to report by internet.
Thank you.
Ms. Luna, before you leave, you'll have to meet with Ms. Maricela Luna. She's on the screen there. She is the court liaison officer. She's going to get you going on the probation. Now, how many hours a week do you go to school?
5.
All right. On the 48 hours community service restitution, how far along are you on your classes?
Like quarter of the way through.
And how long are you going to be going to class for 6 months, a year?
Roughly a year and a half.
18 months. Okay, and is that how much you've got left?
Yes.
All right. I will probate the $500 fine if you complete the school.
Okay.
That means you're gonna have to finish the school. I'm encouraging you to finish it. That means you won't have to pay $500 if you do. If you don't, if you fail to finish the school, then you're gonna have to pay the 500.
Okay.
For each for each 10 hours that you attend the school, I'll give you 10 hours credit on the community service restitution. You understand?
Thank you.
I want you to take those classes and finish them. I do want you to finish completely the restitution, whatever it is, to Ashley Bartholomew and Mark Sendeman.
Is there an amount on that?
We're going to find out. We're going to determine that. Okay. If you have a question on it, or you think you're getting ripped off or something, you get hold of Miss Blake so she can continue to advocate for you and bring it to me for a decision, because it's all up to me. You will complete the Victim Impact Panel live. They have them, Ms. Luna, I think they have them on the computer, right? On the internet?
On the internet is in what way? Yeah,
The
Your Honor.
Victim Impact Panel?
Oh, yes, he'll get all that information, Your
Okay.
Honor. The probation officer will give him all those courses.
All right, you'll do a TAP evaluation. You will have ignition interlock installed on your vehicle for 1/2 the term, which is at this point 7 months. Are there any questions about your sentence and what's been done?
Does that
Mr. Knight?
does that 7 months have to start immediately? Because currently I don't have a vehicle. I lost my vehicle.
Okay, if you don't do, now what happened to your vehicle?
It was impounded and it was a big mix up with the title. I wasn't able to retrieve it from the impound.
So you lost it. Okay. Do you not have another vehicle?
No, sir. I'm currently not just giving up driving after this incident, to be honest. Like I've been Ubering everywhere.
All right. So what
I'm working on getting my license back to the point where I could have a vehicle, but it like I would need a minute to get one, is what I'm saying. So is that immediate, that 7 months, or could I do that like in the middle of the term or something like that? Or?
That's not a problem. But
okay.
What we're going to do is this. I'm going to have you placed instead of a ignition interlock. If at any time during the next 7-8 months you get a vehicle, you'll need to let us know, and then you'll have to have an ignition interlock installed.
Yes, sir.
If you submit a sworn affidavit, Ms. Angela Blake will help you with that. If you submit a sworn affidavit saying what happened to your vehicle and that you're not driving and don't have a vehicle, then what we'll do is a portable monitor on you. I don't want you drinking at all during the 14 months, but for 7 months, I want you monitored either on a car or on a portable monitor, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd rather do the car just because I've seen that portable device fail a couple people already.
Okay, well, then you're going to have to get it done one way or the other.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else? And I give you
as far as signing the. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, I'll give you permission to reside in Lawton, Oklahoma. That's where Fort Sill, Oklahoma is. I spend a little time up there. So,
yes, sir.
All right. Then stick around, Ms. Luna. Stick around and meet with Ms. Luna. She'll help you out.
Okay,
Your
thank you.
Honor, I'm sorry. I'm just getting back from talking to the other gentleman. So he's going to reside in Oklahoma, but report virtually through Zoom to Bear County?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Ms. Tristan, you were charged.
Yes, Your Honor. Here.
You were charged with DWI.
Correct.
Is there any kind of motion state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. To that charge, Ms. Tristan, how do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
A no contest plea is a guilty plea in this court. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And based on that plea, I can and will find you guilty. Is that understood?
Yes.
All right. So I accept your plea of no contest. I find you guilty as charged. State, tell us what the agreement is.
The agreement is for 180 days probated for 12 months, $500 fine plus court costs, 50 hours community service, DWI education program, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term. The state, in addition, would take into consideration 582,762.
Ms. Rochelle Acevedo, is this your agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
And Ms. Tristan, is this your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The court accepts the agreement. You're found guilty. You are sentenced to 180 days locked up in Bexar County Jail, suspended and probated for 12 months. What is, do you have children you support, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. I have 3 girls.
2 girls, how old are they?
9, 10, and 11 months.
Well, so you said 3 girls, huh?
Yes, sir.
I heard 2. El sordo no oye, pero compone. All right. And do you have the support of the father or fathers?
Just one father, the baby's father, which is my common-law.
And what's the story with the other 2 children? How come they're not being supported?
Their father, he's in their picture, but no support, no child support. Yeah.
I think you should be getting with the Attorney General's office because he has the obligation.
Your Honor, I have, but they, for some reason, it's just, I have to wait. I've been asking for courts and everything, but they just have the excuse of because of COVID, they're not doing any courts. So I just kind of gave up on that for now.
All right. I don't like that, but okay. What kind of income do you have, ma'am?
I'm currently employed with Friendly Care. I'm a home care provider. I get paid twice a week, which is a month. I make $1,200, and then a year is close to $16,000.
All right. I'm going to probate half of your fine. I'm going to make that a $250 fine. Actually, I'm going to make it a $250 fine, period.
Okay, Your Honor.
And I'm going to probate. Never mind. I'll leave it like that. You will complete 50 hours of community service restitution. You will do the DWI education program, the victim impact panel. You'll submit to a TAP evaluation and recommendations subject to my approval. You'll have ignition interlock installed on your vehicle for a continuous 6 months. Your supervisory fee will be the minimum by law, which is $25 a month.
Okay, Your Honor.
You know, I've been thinking about this. I'm going to fully probate your $250 fine. You are not making much, and you're the victim of men that have not really supported their children, and that is unacceptable to me.
Right.
All right, I want you to meet with Ms. Luna as soon as we're through. She'll get you started on probation.
Yes, Your Honor. And then
Also-
it would be, sorry, Your Honor. it will be transferred as well, correct?
Transferred where?
Judge, that's,
To
I was
Webb
gonna
County.
ask, there's a couple of things, Your Honor. My client has completed the victim impact panel. She sent me the certificate. So we would just
It's
ask.
credit. She gets credit for that.
Okay, and then as my client has indicated, she lives in Webb County. That's where she's from. She was arrested here, and so I believe they have the thumbprint here as far as obtaining the thumbprint. But if the court would entertain transferring the probation to Webb County.
Ms. Luna, is that acceptable?
On DWIs, no, Your Honor. I mean, but we can do it for, to reside in Webb County and report virtually through Zoom to Bear County.
All right, we'll do it that way. You'll be reporting by computer to, Ms. Luna will give you the details of how you're gonna do that. But you won't be reporting there in Webb County.
Okay.
You'll have to make arrangements for like the DWI education. She'll help you. She'll get you started.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
And I do grant permission for you to reside in Webb County.
Okay.
All right. Now, the worst thing that can happen in your life, Ms. Tristan, is for you to get intoxicated and drive around and kill one of your children or all of them.
Correct, Your
Yeah.
Honor. As a matter of fact, I've been sober for 22 months now.
Well, stay sober, ma'am.
Yes,
Those
and I'm
children-
currently on probation already, so that had helped me a lot.
All right, then stay out of trouble, take care of your children.
Thank you, Your
Also, Ms. Acevedo, if you're able to, try and assist her with the child support issues with the legal aid and whoever can help her in Webb County. But that's only a recommendation. I cannot order you to do that. All right, folks, that takes
Rochelle.
care of our pleas for today.
Rochelle,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rochelle,
Yes.
can you please send me a
Eric?
copy of the VIP?
Oh, yes.
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Julia,
Yes,
done
ma'am.
what you got.
Yes, Judge, I just needed a reset for Christy Lynn Garcia. I did speak with Ashley, and she will be making me an offer next week to review the file. This is our
What's your
first
case
setting.
number, Julia?
660-909, and it's on page 5. Christy Lynn Garcia.
Okay, we're gonna reset it 30 days.
Yes, Judge.
Okey doke.
Thank you, sir.
So it is. What else? Who we got?
Your Honor, I've got Cindy De Leon. We've submitted plea paperwork. However, I do have a 1 o'clock immigration hearing that I have to attend. If we can get the plea done in less than 20 minutes, we're ready to go.
We could, but I had trouble with the computer. Imagine that. In getting the paperwork done on Ms. De Leon. We'll have to, you want to call her, you want to handle this in 2 weeks?
I know Ms. De Leon's anxious to get started on this probation and to get it behind her. I'd have to defer her. Do you mind coming back in 2 weeks, Ms. De Leon?
That's fine.
Okay, Your Honor, we can reset 2 weeks then.
What's the case number, Eric?
670273 on page 6. And I've got quite a few cases on the 20th. I'm on 18th and 19th would be good dates.
How about the 19th?
The 19th will work.
19th of January for plea.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
You are. Thank you.
Judge. Thank you, Ms. De Leon.
We got anybody else pending?
Gary Hillier, Judge.
Gary, what you got?
We're waiting on one last piece of paper for Miss Jimenez. We're ready. We've got an agreement and we've done half the plea paperwork. We're just
Well, we're not going to do it today. At least not right now. We can do it after lunch.
we can be recalled, Judge. Miss Jimenez has taken the day off work. That worked for us if it's good with the court.
Do what?
That would be good with us, Judge. Miss Jimenez has taken the day off work, so we could get it done today. I appreciate that.
All right. I'm gonna be back here at approximately 1:30. I've got another case at that point, and we'll take care of whoever wants to be here at that point.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can we be excused? We'll be back at 1:30.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Judge. You can log off, Lisa.
Linda, can you put me in a breakout room with Miss Tristan, please?
Yes, hold on. Thank you. Where is it? Oh.
Ms. Flores, did we ever hear from Nicholas LaHood?
Gary was on that case, Judge. Gary Hillier.
Okay.
Also, Linda, you're muted, so we didn't hear anything you just said.
Sorry. Yeah, they're the ones that are coming back at 1:30.
Are we finished up until 1:30?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, may I be excused till then, Judge?
Of course.
All right, thank you. See you in just a little bit.
Okay.
Mr. Garcia? Guajardo Garcia? Judge,
Yes.
on 667-631, page 6. For Mr. Rocha, I believe that on that one, Kevin went ahead, he came in and Kevin went ahead and reset him. But I'm not sure how long. I think he was gonna give him 30 days.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna check for you, hold on. Yes, it's been reset to February 9th.
Okay.
All right, may I be excused?
Of course.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Marty, I think we're done until
Okay,
30.
I'm coming back at 1:30.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be back here at 1:30. All right, y'all